Shoot.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, do you know where we're at?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
See that airplane that's flying up there?
Uh-huh.
We're right below it.
Okay.
So that's where we're at.
Okay.
5, 4, 3. Now, that's where we're at.
Okay. Hi everybody, this is Rob with Yoro Adventures. Today we're going to go for a ride, and I really appreciate you joining us. I have a question. Have you ever had an itch? And I'm not talking an itch that settles in the middle of your back and you have to go and find a corner in a room and like a bear just aggressively just start rubbing up against the itch to get rid of it. But the type of itch that won't go away until you scratch it with some way of getting outdoors, getting fresh air, getting some sun in you, and spending some time with people you love. Well, we're gonna go ahead and unload these vehicles and scratch that itch. Who am I kidding? We're gonna start off with the drive there. So, let's make sure we've got everything. Wife, check. We got the dogs, check. Beautiful mountain range, check. Trailer, check. Now it's time for a ride. Okay, are you ready to drive it like you stole it?
I'm going to drive it like I stole it like a bad man. We're going to ride in the rain today.
Hey babes, you guys ready?
I got my sweatshirt, by the way.
The unique thing about New Mexico is we may not get a lot of rain, so when we find a big puddle, we always have to take advantage of it and at least drive through it at least twice. So here we are, driving through it. The good thing is my mom found that these rides are a lot of fun, so it doesn't take much persuading for her to want to join us. This area consists of mainly service roads for ranchers, loggers, firefighters, and hunters alike. Thank goodness, or else I don't know how I'd get through a mountain without a road. The unique part of this mountain range, there are also many ruins and old logging camps, as well as some old mines. One time we even came across an old Indian village. I personally love riding our Polaris 570 Sportsman Tourings. My dad has the power steering edition or model, and I have the non-power steering model. But you know, these machines have gone everywhere, and it's interesting to see because while I have over 5,000 miles now on my Polaris Sportsman, in the time I've owned it, my dad, who is now starting to rack up miles. I believe if I were to guess, he's getting close to about 700 or 800 miles on that machine now. You don't lose ride quality. There's no difference in ride quality between his and mine, especially with the amount of mileage difference. They're separated by 2 years, but it's one of those things that I go on more rides. Crazy Bear, though, is catching up very quickly.
Keep an eye out for a dump site where they dump their trash.
Yeah, that looks like an old mine.
It does.
Yeah, there's square timbers.
Timbers over here.
Yeah.
There's a structure right here. There's a rock wall right there.
Is there? We'll check that out. Yeah, this is a squared out pylon right here, beam.
It looks like it's got a rock foundation there.
Where's the rock foundation?
It's right here.
And there's more. More structure over here. Whatever this was, it was big.
There's a Nana sighting.
These are the kind of places you can keep an eye on. I found this bottle, it has a 52 on the bottom. It's a Budweiser bottle.
Huh.
See?
Oh, look at that. You found a bottle.
It has a 52 on it, so it might be 1952. Or the 52nd bottle.
But look at this. There's bolts going through here. Yeah, look, that we're standing in a building right here.
Right here, yeah.
Yeah, we're standing right in the middle. Can you see up there? Is there another one up there?
It's hard to tell, but it could be.
No. Yeah, it looks like we're standing right in the foundation of a... Yeah, look, there's a foundation pile right there.
Yep. Keep this in mind, we'll have to come back with the metal detectors.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this bottle back.
Yeah, do it.
You found a bottle.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look, there's some more timbers. Are you getting tired? Are you getting tired? Are we on all the rides, huh? Are we on the rides? Yeah. So when you watch a video on YouTube, there's a lot of work that goes into this. I'm not gonna lie. When I first got into this, I was like, anybody can do it. So I grabbed my camera, just happened to buy a GoPro at that time, and I started taking video. The problem was I did not know how to edit videos, and I still don't. I think I'm learning. You can probably see the growth in my videos, but you know, it's a unique form of art. It's a unique way of telling a story. It's something that you go out into the mountains and you have the smells and the colors, and you know, just the sounds alone sets the mood and the tempo of what the experience means. A riding video is different. When you're on the ATV taking video, you have the wind blowing through your hair, you have some exhilaration, you have some thoughts that you're trying to work through because you have some peace and quiet in your head, and all you're doing is just kind of enjoying nature. But when you put it down in a video format and you convert it from that camera, that moment you push stop on the record button on your GoPro or your camera or your cell phone and you want to turn it into a video, it takes time. It takes energy. It takes learning to put this stuff together. I use Adobe Premiere, and if you ever want me to go through a video on Adobe Premiere, on my limited knowledge, I don't mind doing that. But I can tell you, this has been fun. It's a way for me to find a way to get a voice and express, you know, my thoughts and kind of what I love to enjoy. I wish I had more fantastical stuff to show, like, you know, I came across Bigfoot. That would be awesome. But you know, essentially I'm showing what I love and I'm sharing what I love to do, and that's why this is so special. So if you haven't found something that you love creating through, and whether it's cooking, it doesn't have to be videos, it doesn't have to be photos, it could be anything, it could be music. I have a friend who spends all his time mentoring people. That is phenomenal. But if you don't find a way to create this, you know, an outlet for the creativity and the thoughts in your head that maybe need another way of telling it, please go find it. And if you don't know what it is, I don't know, start asking questions of people around you. And that's probably the biggest challenge that people don't do. I met a lady who is from Sweden, and she had just moved to the United States. I was having a dinner with her for a business function, and I asked her, I was like, what is the biggest bucket list item that you'd like to learn and do when you're here in the United States? And she said she would love to go fly fishing because she saw the movie River Runs Through It. Well, it was kind of cool because I'm a fly fisherman. I've been doing it for a long time. I love fly fishing, and so we were talking, and we don't live in the same area, so I just said, hey, look, next time in your area we'll go fishing, but in the meantime, here's a book and here's somebody I know in the area that may be able to help you. And she started doing fly fishing, and she loves it, and she sends me photos of where she goes and wants to share in what she does. So I guess that wouldn't have happened if she didn't stop and we had a conversation about what we're passionate about. So if you don't ask people what they're passionate about, ask them. If you don't ask, then you won't know that your neighbor may be into playing his didgeridoo, and the person up the street loves to fly paragliders, or the boss that you have loves to rock out to 80s hair bands, and he plays the air guitar. So if you don't find an outlet for that passion and an outlet for that creativity, and realize it's going to take some work, and it's not going to be something that you're going to wake up and be good at. It's something you have to put in time, you have to put in effort, you have to be open to criticism, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable, you have to sometimes question why you even freaking do it. But dang, it's still worth it every single time. Every time I do one of these videos, it's always worth it. I love sitting down with having no idea what I'm gonna create. I just literally, when we go out, there's no magic to it. I hate to burst your bubble, but when we go on rides, a lot of times we're just strapping cameras to our ATVs and side-by-sides, and we're hitting record with a big memory card and capturing the entire ride. I have 8-hour rides captured, and probably 6 of those hours were put on video. So you have to take that and you have to whittle it down into something that a short attention span potentially has, because most people, quite frankly, and I'm guilty of doing it, is they watch the first like 45 seconds or maybe a minute of a video and figure, okay, it's entertaining enough, I'll now commit. And now I'll commit to 3 minutes. So you get to 3 minutes and you're like, dang, this is getting boring. There hasn't been anything. And so you go, well, you know, maybe it's coming. I'll go to 5 minutes and see how it goes, because that clickbait title on the little, you know, picture promised me an ATV accident. You don't know who had the accident, but it promised it. So you want to wait it out. So make it to 5 minutes. And you're like, okay, I get it. They just needed to get a rhythm. They're getting it going. And you sit and watch the rest of it. I love watching videos from beginning to end, regardless of how hard it is to go through. I'm not going to say I do it for every video, but I'm at least going to take the effort and watch the entire video, because I have found many people like myself who start off rocky because I don't know what I don't have a clue as to what I want to communicate in the video. So you just kind of, you know, start putting footage together or conversations, and you're just like, okay, this is okay. But then you run into like maybe the beat and the music's right, maybe your headspace is right, you could have meditated prior. There could have been a million different things, and all of a sudden that video starts coming together. So, you know, I always sit there and watch it all. The other thing I like to do is leave a comment. There's something that I tend to do. If somebody subscribes to me, I subscribe to them if they have a channel that's looking for subscriptions. And if I like their stuff, and I'll leave a comment, and you know, I'll say, hey, I like it, or hey, this would have been great if it was cut down by 2 minutes. But I would love to, you know, see what you're doing. So keep posting videos, and then I'll subscribe to them. Others are complete garbage, and I won't, you know, subscribe to them because they're comedians that are, you know, having conversations have no relation to what I'm trying to build. So, and I'm not saying comedians are garbage. I love comedians. I'm just saying there's garbage out there, and then there's off-topic or maybe off-subject channels out there that I won't subscribe to because it doesn't make any sense to subscribe from my Yoro site. But at the end of the day, somebody still took the time to put it together, record everything, publish it, wait for criticism, potentially cry in a corner going, I'm not good enough. There could be just about anything out there. So, you know, look at YouTube as a vehicle to get you entertainment and content. But more importantly, look at the creators as people who are creating art and trying to communicate something that they wouldn't necessarily be heard of outside of the platform in front of a camera. And that's why, you know, I have my favorite YouTubers, and I'll try to share, you know, who those are once I can, you know, make sure everybody's kosher. I don't know why they wouldn't be. I just don't know the rules. But, you know, I don't think it really matters. You get the point of kicking around, you know, a conversation that probably should have been a long time ago. But before I get back to the ride, I just want to leave one more thing. If you have a passion and you're not sharing it with somebody, it's a wasted thing. It's wasted because nobody's ever going to see it. Nobody's going to ever learn from it. Nobody may go, you know what, I'm interested in that. Again, I'm going overkill on a topic, and you're probably going, hey, I wish you'd be quiet and let me enjoy this ride. But I thought I would share a little bit more, you know, about me, so that way it's not always a video with a GoPro mounted to a bumper. Well, this is Rob. As I say in every video, if you like the video, please like it. You subscribing helps us out a lot. We don't have a lot of subscribers, and unfortunately you don't get anything if you don't have subscribers. So we're doing this for the passion and the love, but you know, hey, it would be nice to be able to help pay for more things for us to make it better. So if you can just check out the description there's a link to help out Crazy Bear and his artwork. He's been doing his artwork for 20 plus years. Truthfully, I don't want to give away his age because, he's still a spring chicken, but he's been doing it a long time, and he's been a celebrated artist. Take time and, check it out at least. He has something for everybody. We also have a Yoro Adventures YouTube Teespring account where you can buy t-shirts and various things that we're creating for our rides. Feel free to go in there. We promise we're trying to make things as cheap, inexpensive as possible. Buy something, it helps us out tremendously. And if you made it this long, I appreciate you actually taking the time to, stick with your commitment. You hit play, stick with it. I really appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't done it, please do it. Really, again, helps us. If you leave a comment, I actually do reply within about a day or two, and I love hearing from comments. And I've heard, very critical things to very good things, and to me, it's still, it's still feedback. So I appreciate it. And we promise you we'll get out of this mountain range eventually, but there's so much to show, and we want to just, at least be consistent. So, look forward to having more videos. We do go out riding in other areas. Ridden quite a few times out in Colorado and in various places. So, we will try to sneak in some videos probably during the off season. But again, I appreciate everything. So, one last time, thank you for subscribing. You have a great day, and see you out on the trails.